Hi guys, welcome to Heather's Treasures, episode 22. We're going to make a desk for the study today. And I've already ripped down, it was a 1/4 inch, so I ripped it down to fit the size of this. I'm just using this as a model. This came from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to butt it up against there and give that a mark. Okay, these are about 2 1/4 inches, a little less than. That's fine with me. And now I want this, the desktop to be 2 inches by 5 inches. So we're just going to come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we want it to be 2 inches. And I don't know what kind of wood this is, bass or balsa. I always thought that that was the same thing, but I've since learned that it's not. So I'm just going to sand this down until I get to the point where it's rounded like this. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it as good as I want it, and now I'm just repairing the chips. So I'm just taking this plastic wood putty, rubbing it into the cracks as best I can. Rubbing it across the grain on the bottom so that it will stay in there. I'm wiping off the excess as much as I think I should. You don't need any of that up there on the top. Need a little bit more here. Okay, now we'll let that dry and we'll sand it down after it's dry. Now we need to figure out the framework. So these will go here somewhere. And I need some distance between there, so let's measure that. See if I can do this in inches. 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sixteenths. So 1 7/16 by, we'll go 2 and 1/16. 1 7/16 by 2 and 1/16. So I need 2 of those. All right, so this is going to go kind of like this. let's see, this will be the front, so that'll go like that. That'll go like that. We'll get the legs glued back in. Okay, I've got this all glued. And now I want to just make sure that this fits. So I didn't get that quite square. Give that a push, pinch down there. I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to cut along that line. And hopefully, let's see, it isn't square there either. So we're going to go at the widest point. Okay, that looks good right there. Now I'm not going to glue this in right now. I have a plan for that. So let me get that set up and I will be right back. All right, guys. Okay, I'm going to play with my pyrography pen. This is a writing with a little ball on it, but you can also do really fine lines, and you can also do shading with that ball if you're working with a minute detail. You don't need one of these. You can use a regular Woodburning. They're much cheaper. I bought this years ago, so I don't know. I think I spent $50 for a 2-pen set, and these little wires have attachments, different size shapes. But this one is for writing. I've got a second one plugged in, but it's not on. This one is called a shader. Just in case I want to use it, I can switch over to that. But for the outside of the desk that's going to show, I drew this horse, 20 years ago. It was a collage of horses when I thought I could draw. And so I never thought anything of it until I saw it hanging on my daughter's wall in her 4-season porch. And so she sent me a picture of them, and I thought I would take this one and wood burn it onto the desk so that we have a memory of something that I actually drew. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sharp edge and I'm going to just start lining. If I get this. Just following the lines. And it may not be perfect because it's been a while since I've done any wood burning. And I think this is just a little too hot, so I'm going to turn it down to, let's see, 3.5. And there's so many things that I could tell you about wood burning. The wood, the grain, the heat of the tool. The only reason why I like this pyrography pen is because I can adjust the temperature. But that doesn't mean that you can't get a temperature box for your wood burning tool. And I'm making mistakes here, but I think I can blend that in. For smooth lines, you want to you want to be moving the pen when you touch the wood. And I wasn't doing that right there. You also want to be able to move your wood in any direction so you have the optimal position of your hand. Oh, See, I hit a grain line there. So what I did was I just shrunk my picture really small so that it would fit, and then I taped it down and traced it. One thing that you really would be beneficial to know here is that when you're wood burning, well, it depends on what you're going for, but in my instance, I want to go with a low temperature so that I don't overburn. And with a low temp, the speed of your hand also dictates whether the tool will burn or not. And if you're not good at following lines, you know what, it doesn't matter because I'm not following the lines, and hopefully I'll be able to zoom in on this with my editing software so that you can actually see how not perfect I am. But in the long run, it doesn't matter. It still looks good. At least in my eyes. Now, all you pyrography experts out there, there are no police in my house. My art, my rules. All right, so I'm going to put just some little shading in. So now I'm going to use the ball side. There. So now I'm going to go over this and just make sure that if there's any pencil marks left behind, they will go away. And another trick, if you overburn, which I kind of overburned right there, get an X-Acto knife, and I'll see if I can do it with my Stanley knife. You're going to take that flat edge of your blade and just very lightly scrape. There. That's much better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add glue, and we're going to glue it to the desk. So I'm going to put some right here, and then some right along the edge on both sides. We are warped here, aren't we? You see the warp in that? I'm not square. It's all right. Other than it not being square, does that look pretty good? Okay, so now we got to do this side. Let's just go ahead and make it to the edge, and that way then I don't have to. That side is pretty straight. Okay, so I will clean up while this is drying, and then once it's dry enough that we can stain it, and then we will put it in the study and see how it looks. I got my crown molding for the study. That's right there. And here's the desk. It's not, you know, a professional job by any means. But Grandma Heather made it. So, study's pretty empty, and I think I want to put it right here. We'll fix that. All right, so now what I got to do is I got to make a chair. I got to make a door, a window, a fire grate, a poker, a floor lamp. I have no idea what I'm going to make next week, but it'll be for the study. So I hope you guys stay tuned, because I have a really cute idea for the floor lamp. I just need to find the Christmas ornament. Another memory. So tell me what you think, guys. Do you like the horse? Did I do okay? I like it. Actually, I kind of love it. Wouldn't it be cool to have a desk like that? Okay, enough daydreaming. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end. I appreciate everybody's comments and your support. It's just been great. So, till next time. Love you. Bye-bye.